Hello, everybody. How's Southern Idaho doing today? It's Friday, May 8th, and if you're like me during this period, you're probably losing track of time and maybe need a good haircut, too. Hey, everybody. Rick Greenwald, manager of the Faulkner Planetarium, sitting here in the planetarium at the operator's console. And you're probably wondering, what's the status of our Digistar 6 upgrade? I'm happy to tell you, it's done. Look at these beautiful monitors here at our operator's console. The image on the dome is beautiful as well. Well, when I last left off at the end of the previous video, we were kind of moving heavy things in place throughout that, and it said to be continued. This is your continuation. Oh, no, great pictures of moving other heavy equipment into place. That was all done. And taking videos of connecting cables and alignment procedures, tedious stuff. That doesn't make for the greatest video. But anyhow, yes, we finished up the installation at about just before 5 o'clock yesterday. And around 5 o'clock, we sent the Evans and Sutherland Field Service engineer, Elijah Combrink, back on his way to his family down in Salt Lake City. Well, the work isn't done, though. Even though the system's all installed, I have preferences to set on here. What's that? That's the size and scale of the text on the dome for labels, colors of the labels, all kinds of things like that I got to bring over from our Digistar 5 system. All of our content from Digistar 5, the scripts we wrote here, have been moved over into Digistar 6, but I got to check them because this is a major software release, so there are some differences. And we also have to have all of our full dome movie content re-encoded for this layout. And that'll be taking place over the next few weeks. And then I have to install that and get it all set to go. Make sure it's all running fine for when we can welcome you all back inside. Now, when can we welcome you back inside? We don't know yet. It's still going to be several weeks away. According to the state's Rebound Idaho plan, it's at least mid-June, I think, before we can even possibly entertain reopening the Faulkner Planetarium. I don't know exactly what CSI administration will be, where they will stand on that. So that lays out a little bit far ahead. Now, I need to give a big shout out to the Evans and Sutherland Corporation, the makers of the Digistar systems. ENS, I want to thank you for installing our system during this worldwide pandemic. You're not sending your people out there, and with good reason, but you agreed to do us. I'd like to think it's because I've done business with you for over 30 years straight, but I know that's not the case. I know it's just simply because we are relatively close, and that Elijah could just drive up, and we allowed him to stay in an RV outside the museum so that he could isolate himself in our community and also kind of isolate our community from him as well as best we could. So I would like to thank you, ENS, all of you there, for working so hard to make it happen. Call out just a few shout outs to a few specific individuals there. Tammy Pfister, head of production. When I contacted you at the time, this was originally, folks, scheduled to install the first week of June. So when the pandemic hit, things were closing down, I contacted Tammy to see if it was any way possible to move it up. There was a way. She contacted JVC. JVC was able to get our projectors to them, and they had everything ready. Now, ENS wasn't going to send their field service engineers, any one of them, up here if it wasn't safe. They deemed that it would be safe up here to do so, but they also had to have a volunteer, Elijah Combrink. Thank you very much. You left your family down there in Salt Lake City. I know that they were a little nervous about it in some ways, but I appreciate it. It was great working with you over those the past 3 days, getting all this installed, diving in there with you, helping you out. It was a pleasure, my friend, very much a pleasure. Others, the Evans and Sutherland Corporation, they have stepped up during this time of pandemic for their customers all around the world. So they're doing webinars twice a week. Tuesdays and Fridays, we get to tune in and learn more about the Digistar system, scripting. That's how you make Digistar do things, kind of programming, basically, in their own scriptable language. Users around the world, we've been able to learn from that. So a big shout out to the two main individuals teaching those classes, Karen Klemczynski and Mike George, and the others that are chiming in as well. ENS, you've made content available. We've been able to send online links to our school groups, those that had field trips scheduled for the Faulkner Planetarium, but schools closed, planetarium closed, they couldn't come. We're still being able to give them some of that some links out there that the teachers can share with their students. We appreciate that very much. All the support in the myriad of ways that you've been doing. So ENS, Evans, and Sutherland, to all of you employees there, I would like to thank you on behalf of myself, on behalf of the Herritt Center Director, Terry Fadig. She sends her thanks to you. And on behalf of my organization, the bigger organization, the College of Southern Idaho. Now, Southern Idaho, I have some work to do. I got to get busy on this. But when we do reopen the Faulkner Planetarium, there is a plan in place to help keep you safe. We'll be sharing that plan in the future once we know when we will be able to reopen. We'll be watching for when that will be and putting things in place. So watch for that. Watch for the announcements when we are going to reopen. And by all means, be safe, stay healthy, and I look forward to the time that we can welcome you back inside the Faulkner Planetarium.